It is the 23rd of the 8th, 2024, and there is news in the weird and wacky world that is the one that F's. All of a sudden, we get the news no longer embargoed as at 8 a.m. this morning that Jack Doohan has been promoted as reserve driver to the proper seat at Alpine. Oh, the humanity. Autosport reports that Alpine promotes Jack Doohan to F1 race seat for 2025. Alpine reserve driver Jack Doohan has been given the nod to become Pierre Gasly's F1 teammate next year. Oh, the humanity. This is chaos. Well, kind of, because ultimately it is Alpine, not one of the most notable seats on the grid, but yet and still it is a seat in the one that F's, and that is worth talking about. You'll remember that Mick Schumacher was in the running, Toto Wolff was vying for him. I think the world that is F1 were vying for him. So noteworthy a name is the surname that is Schumacher. Mick Schumacher, however, in the test with Doohan, that it didn't go well for him, did it? And hence why Mick Schumacher has been left as the odd man out. The F1 music has stopped and Mick Schumacher does not have a seat, and he won't be the only one by the time that this F1 book in the season that is 2024 has finished being written. Autosport writes, Alpine has finally confirmed that Jack Doohan will race for its Formula One team in 2025 as predicted by Autosport and just about every F1 aficionado going. The French manufacturer has been evaluating options for replacement for the Haas-bound Esteban Ocon for several months, and that's noteworthy, isn't it? Look, who's the biggest loser in this? Pierre Gasly, of course. He did nothing wrong, right, apart from being a half-decent driver, apart from being super quick. Esteban Ocon crashed into him, and again, this is Esteban Ocon being an F1 driver as a moth is to a flame. Teammate destruction derby each and every single time, but yet and still Esteban Ocon finds himself in an infinitely better proposition of an F1 team in Haas F1 than is the French manufacturer, the Alpine team, who do not know what they are doing. Let's be honest and true. As far as automotive journey going forward in the medium to long term, are they even going to be an engine manufacturer going forward? Can you even win anything as a customer team in Formula One? They've been injecting anywhere between 45 and 40 million US dollars a year in their engine manufacturing program for 2026. That's nowhere near, however. That's about 50% worth as compared to Mercedes and Ferrari, who are pummeling in capital injections and investments anywhere up to 110 to 120 million. Do you want to join that team then, where there is chaos at the head of it, where they don't understand their journey, whether they don't know whether they want to be an engine manufacturer going forward? Doohan will absolutely be thrilled at the fact that he has an F1 seat. So too will his old man, again, a world championship winning motorbike driver, rider even. However, I'm not sure that this isn't a poison chalice as far as a seat at the French manufacturer that don't know what they're doing and have no strategic direction. But I digress. With its efforts, Alpines, to lure in Carlos Sainz Jr. on board, having failed, it is selected to hand its young driver Doohan the opportunity. The Australian will be teammate to Pierre Gasly. Doohan, who has acted as reserve for the past 2 seasons, will be the first Alpine Academy driver to step up to a race seat for the F1 team. Speaking about his opportunity, Doohan said, I'm so happy to have secured promotion into a full-time race seat in 2025 with the BWT Alpine F1 team. Yeah, give it its full name, why don't you? I'm very grateful, Doohan continues, for the trust and belief by the team senior manager. What senior management? Who are they even? Jack, I understand that you've got to toe the party line, but we've got to address this in kind, in real time, right? Who are their management? Yeah, it's Oakley. Is that going to be high tech going forward? Is it going to be the combination? Are they going to be sold? Has Fabio Briatore been brought on as executive director, executive advisor to sell the team in short order, to bring it up to its asset value that's commensurate to get it a decent sell? Who knows? This is F1 chaos, uncertainty central in the Alpine team, the French manufacturer, even as far as their plans to become an all-electric, as far as Renault in the automotive industry. Electric. Who's driving electric cars these days as at August 2024? Anyway, the world has become hybrid. It's not ready for full electric. And again, I only say that to say this. The Alpine is full of uncertainty and they need to have a strategic direction if indeed they are to pull in the right direction and win races and championship, or even get podiums or material points over the next couple of seasons. However, not to rain on Doohan's parade. Congrats and success. But he continues, I'm very grateful for the trust and belief by the team senior management. There is so much work ahead to be, yeah, no kidding, Sherlock. There is quite a lot of work ahead to be prepared and ready, and I will give my best in the meantime to absorb as much information and knowledge to be ready for the step up. It's exceptionally satisfying, continues Doohan, to be the first graduate of the Alpine Academy to be in a race seat with the team, and I'm extremely thankful to those who supported me along the way to make this reality. It's an exciting moment, a proud day for my family, and I look forward to taking it all in and pushing hard behind the scenes. Oh, the humanity. It's techie, isn't it? Just a bit. You want to be happy for the dude, but he needs to understand in clear blue exactly what he's getting into as far as the Alpine team. Alpine, as they stand, as at August 2024, is no F1 team for a newbie. You want them to come in an ideal circumstance and be mentored by an experienced bod, the likes of a Lewis Hamilton or a Maximilian Verstappen or a Carlos Sainz Jr. Jack Doohan will have Pierre Gasly. He's still finding his formative, however old he is, he's still finding his formative feet. Again, he had the stint at Red Bull. That didn't work out. How can he mentor one Jack Doohan if indeed he needs mentorship himself? Stepping into that Alpine team, the French manufacturer is going to be techie at best. They don't know what direction they're headed in. Has Fabio Briatore been brought in as an executive director to sell the team, to increase that asset value to 1.2, 1.3 billion, which is due for being an F1 team? That's the asking price, even if you want to purchase a Formula One team as at 2024. They will be nowhere near, in no small part due to their material underperformance over the last couple of seasons, less than $1 billion. So why would you join that team then? You want to win yourself races and you enjoy the sport. You consider sporting endeavour and achievement as a first order priority. Then surely Alpine as a team is the last place you want to go. I understand that as a young driver, you need to get a foot in the door in the first instance. And in that sense, Jack Doohan's achievement is absolutely to be celebrated. But sometimes, I don't know, all F1 seats are made equally, but some say, are made more equal than others. You let me know in the comments whether this Alpine seat, as at August 2024, is more of a poison chalice than it is a blessing. But I digress.